What if I told you that right now there is something invisible influencing every financial decision you make, and you've never noticed it? This is not a conspiracy theory. This is not an exaggeration. It's a real system, silent and extremely effective. It's in your phone, in the apps you use every day, in the stores you walk into, even in the way prices are shown on your screen. And the most bizarre part of all of this is that you believe you are in control. You think you decided to buy that product, that you chose that snack, that you clicked that button on your own. But what if I proved to you that this decision was being built long before you even realized it? Stay with me until the end, because once you understand this, you will never look at your money the same way again. Now pay attention to this. Have you ever opened an app just to take a look and ended up buying something? Or worse, bought something you didn't even need? That didn't happen by accident. There is an engineering behind this called dopamine triggers. Every notification, every limited time offer, every attractive button. All of this is designed to activate a specific part of your brain that seeks immediate reward. It's like the system is whispering, click here, buy this, you'll feel better. And for a few seconds, you actually do. But that relief is temporary. And that's exactly what traps you in the cycle. You don't buy because you need to. You buy because you were conditioned to feel the urge. And here comes one of the most disturbing parts. The prices you see are not random. Have you ever noticed how almost everything ends in 99? That's not a coincidence. Your brain reads 1999 as much closer to 19 than 20. It seems small, but it completely changes how you perceive value. Now imagine this being applied on a global scale. Millions of people making decisions based on tiny mental illusions. And it doesn't stop there. When you see a product on sale, many times the price was artificially increased before, just to make it look like you're getting a deal. The system doesn't want you to save money. It wants you to feel like you're saving while actually spending more. Now let me ask you something. Why do you think apps are so addictive? Why do you go in for 5 minutes and suddenly 40 have passed? That's because they were designed to capture your attention while lowering your resistance. The more time you spend there, the more exposed you become, and the more exposed you are, the higher the chances you will spend money. It's a perfect cycle. And the most bizarre part is that you participate in it voluntarily every single day, scrolling, clicking, consuming, without realizing that every move you make is being analyzed, learned from, and optimized to make you spend even more. But now comes the most dangerous part of all. The system doesn't just want your money, it wants your behavior. It learns what you like, when you're most vulnerable, what your impulses are, and it uses all of that against you. Have you ever noticed how sometimes exactly what you were thinking about buying suddenly appears? That's not coincidence. That's predictability. They are not just reacting to your choices, they are anticipating them. And when you reach that level, you're no longer deciding, you're being guided. And that's where most people lose control, without even realizing it. But now comes the turning point. Because understanding this changes everything. When you start to notice these patterns, something different happens. You begin to question. You see a promotion and think twice. You get a notification and ignore it. You open an app, but you don't react automatically. And that breaks the cycle, because the system only works when you are on autopilot. The moment you bring awareness, you start taking back control. And for this system, that's the worst thing that can happen. But there is something even deeper, and almost nobody talks about this. The system doesn't only act when you are buying, it starts much earlier, shaping the way you see reality. From the content you consume to the lifestyle you admire, everything is slowly being built inside your mind. You start believing you need certain things to be accepted, to have status, to feel good. And before you realize it, you're chasing desires that were never truly yours. This creates a constant feeling of lack, as if something is always missing, and that feeling is the perfect fuel for consumption. Because as long as you feel like you don't have enough, you keep searching, buying, and trying to fill that void. And that's exactly what keeps the system alive, running every single day, without pause, without rest, and without you noticing. And before you leave this video, let me tell you one last thing. This system is not going to stop. It will only become more advanced, more intelligent, and more invisible. The only thing that can change that is you. So next time you pick up your phone, open an app, or feel the urge to buy something, ask yourself, is this really my choice, or was I led here? Because the moment you start asking that question, you stop being controlled, and you start seeing the game.